Place the pattern on top of the fabric, outline everything using the chalk and after cut it off. And don't forget to put the marks for the gusset. For this project you will need some stretchable fabric. I'm going to use a 4-way stretch polyester. Some soft lining fabric for the gusset, the fold-over elastic, the elastic for the straps, the rings and the sliders, and my rings and sliders are 10 mm, the same as my elastic. The threads, the scissors, the lighter, some needles to pin the fabric, the piece of chalk to outline the pattern, and the pattern. If you have yours, you can use yours, but for those of you who doesn't, I'll attach the link with it in the description box below. On top of the front element, place the back element, face to each other. Then grab the lining fabric and with the face down, place it on top. Pin it with the needle. Now go to your overlocker or sewing machine and sew here. And if you are going to use the overlocker, then overlock the top edge of the gusset as well. Grab the scissors and cut off the threads. After, eliminate the leftover of the threads with the lighter. Grab the lining fabric and place it on top of the gusset marks. Then pin it with the needles. Grab the fold-over elastic and sew it on here and here. This is the fold-over elastic. And you see this line in the middle? This is the fold place of the elastic. Now, grab the fabric and place the fabric in the middle of the elastic. Fold the elastic this way and after sew here. When you sew, you don't stretch the fabric. You stretch a little bit only the elastic. When you come close to the gusset, make sure that the lining fabric stays on the marks. When you finish to sew on the elastic, it should look this way. Fold the fabric face to each other and align the side seams. Grab the lighter and melt the elastic. Stick it together. This will prevent your elastic from sliding while you are sewing. By using a different fabric, you can achieve a different look of this pattern. If you use some transparent fabric, you can make a nice underwear, or if you use some polyester fabric, then you can make a swimwear. Now go to your overlocker or sewing machine and sew here. When you start to sew the side seams, always start with the elastic. Place the elastic under the needles and put the needles down on top of the elastic. And start sewing. If you use this technique, then your elastic will be on the same level. Cut off the threads. This is the front element and this is the back element. Make sure to push the side seam to the back element of the panties. Pin it with the needles. Now grab the fold-over elastic again and sew it on here. In this place here, keep the free space of the elastic. I'll say around 2-3 centimeters to sew on the rings later. This is what I meant by saying keep the free space of the elastic. Grab the fold-over elastic and sew it on here. In this place here, keep the free space of the elastic. Grab the fold-over elastic again and sew it on here, everywhere around, up to this place. In this place here and here, keep the free space of the elastic. So, fold the elastic this way and start to sew without any fabric inside. Then grab the fabric and place it in the middle of the elastic. And continue sewing. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Now it's time to prepare the straps. For this you will need the rings and the sliders, the lighter, the scissors, the elastic for the straps, and the ruler. Place the ruler this way. Check the amount of the centimeters according to your pattern and cut the elastic. Grab the lighter and burn the ends of the elastic. Grab the slider and put the elastic inside. Do the same with all of them. Go to your sewing machine and sew here. When you start to sew, make sure that there is no any metal object like a slider under your needle. Next, grab the ring and put the elastic inside of the ring. Take the same end of the elastic and put it inside of the slider. Do the same with the other straps. Grab the ring and put the elastic inside of the ring. Go to your sewing machine and sew here. Cut off the leftover of the elastic. Then grab the lighter and eliminate the leftover of the threads and the fluffiness of the elastic. Now grab the strap and put the elastic of the panties inside of the ring. Pin it with the needle. Do the same with all of them. Go to your sewing machine and sew everywhere where you have the needles. Grab the needle and the thread and sew here first by the hands. Block the thread exactly the same way like you see me doing here. Push the side seam to the back element. You need to grab all the layers of the elastic and put the needle into the loop. Keep sewing this way. When you finish to sew here on top, you need to sew on the side as well. The principle of sewing is exactly the same. You just grab a little bit of the elastic and the side seam and you put the needle into the loop. Keep sewing this way until the end of the elastic. And then block the thread exactly the same way like you see me doing here.